Good morning, everyone. This is the first in a series of communications to provide uplifting insights while we navigate our careers and the human condition. And I found this little story that I thought would be meaningful. It certainly means a lot to me and helped me rearrange some priorities. It's called The Perfect Heart. One day, a young man was standing in the middle of a town proclaiming that he had the most beautiful heart in the whole valley. And a large crowd gathered around, and they really admired it because it was perfect. It was flawless. There wasn't even a mark on it. They all agreed, yes, it's truly the most beautiful heart that they have ever seen. And this young man was so proud that he boasted more and more loudly about his beautiful heart, just proclaiming its extreme beauty. And then all of a sudden, an elderly person appeared at the front of the crowd and said, "Why, your heart is not nearly as beautiful as mine." And the crowd and the young man looked at the old man's heart. It was beating strongly, but it was full of scars. It had places where pieces had been removed and other pieces put in. They didn't quite fit right. There were several jagged edges. In fact, some of the places there were deep, deep gouges where whole pieces were missing. And the people stared at him, pretty much saying, how can you say your heart is more beautiful, they thought. The young man looked at the old man's heart and saw, exactly what it looked like and said, and started laughing. You got to be joking. Compare your heart with mine. Mine is perfect, and yours is a mess, with scars and tears of all things. And the old man said, yeah, you do have a perfect heart. It's perfect looking. But I would never trade with you. You see, every scar represents a person to whom I have given love. I tear a piece out of my heart and I give it to them. And often they give me a piece of their heart, which fits into the empty place in my heart. But because the pieces aren't exact, I have some rough edges, which I cherish because they remind me of the love that we shared. Sometimes I have given pieces of my heart away and the other person hasn't returned a piece of their heart to me. And these are the empty gouges. Giving love is taking a chance. Although these gouges are painful, they stay open, reminding me of the love I have for those people still. And I hope someday they may return and fill the space I have waiting. So now, do you see what true beauty is? And the young man stood silent, pretty amazed at what the elderly individual had shared with him, and actually started getting a little teary-eyed. And after a while, he walked up to the old man and he reached into his young, perfect, beautiful heart and he ripped a piece out and he offered it to the older man with trembling hands. The old man took his offering, placed it in his heart, and then took a piece from his old, scarred heart and placed it in the wound in the young man's heart. And it didn't fit. It didn't fit perfectly. There were some jagged edges. The young man looked at his heart, his own heart, and it's not perfect now. It's not more beautiful than ever before, like he compared to everyone else's. But it felt a lot different because now the love from the old man's heart flowed into his. They embraced and they walked away side by side. At the end of the day, with your seemingly torn and tattered heart, perhaps you can rejoice in knowing that love is making its way through your life. Till next time, be safe and find some joy. Take care.